Hello everyone! Today, I'm going to do something different. I got this small display case for toy cars, the kind that some people collect. Some of them are well-known Hot Wheels models. This one belongs to a friend of mine. He wants to give it to his son. This friend of mine works with TV maintenance. I want to add backlighting to it, the same lighting system used in many TVs. In fact, these components here, the acrylic panel and some of the films, I got from my friend.
I took the measurements I need for the size of this acrylic sheet. I'm going to try cutting it with my circular saw.
Well, folks, it looks like it turned out well. At least the size, it fit perfectly inside the display case. Guys, enjoy the video. Now I'm going to cut the films. These films amplify and reflect the light coming from the LEDs inside the acrylic. This white film is located behind the acrylic. The LEDs send the light through the acrylic, and this white film causes the light to go forward, in this case to the front of the display case. The other films reflect the light back in front of them. For this project, I wanted to find an LED strip that was the right size for the display case. I tested it with a ballast from one of those surface-mounted LED lamps. So, I removed one of those bars from a light bulb, one of those sold for home use. It's an 18-watt bulb. This bar was the only one I found that was almost the right size for the display. I'll have to make a few small cuts in it to make it fit perfectly. Now I have to put a very flexible, very thin wire, and then I'll make the wire go to the outside of the display case. Okay, now I'm going to assemble it with the bar to do a test to see if the lighting will be good. I have to assemble everything correctly to see if the final result is worth it. Guys, I ended up asking a colleague of mine who does laser cutting. I took another piece of acrylic to him to cut for me. Now back in the studio, I cleaned up the bar. I made a perfectly shaped hole in the display case to pass the wires through. With a few minor adjustments, I managed to get the LED strip to fit perfectly, making it the right size. I zoomed in so you can see. It fits perfectly, really well glued, close to the bottom of the box. And here's the little hole where the wires come out to supply power. Now I'm going to put everything back together to see if my backlighting will work. I opted to put another acrylic sheet underneath to get the right height and align the acrylics exactly in the direction of the LEDs. I asked my friend to cut 2 more acrylic sheets to the exact size. Now I'm going to test it with the LED bar lit to see if the lighting is correct. Yeah, guys, it worked out well. Now that's good lighting. That's exactly what I wanted. I'm going to set up the display case to see how the backlighting looks. It's very easy to assemble. It has cavities and cutouts in the dividers, so fitting it together is simple. As you can see, the partitions ended up sticking out a little because I put up 3 acrylic sheets. Look, the backlighting turned out really well. Now I'm going to take everything apart to solve this little problem with the width of the partitions. To solve this, I'm going to take 4 millimeters off each bar. I marked the correct measurements, and let's cut. With this saw, I don't need to mark all the bars. Just one is enough. I just hope it doesn't make too much of a mess. Yeah, guys, the cut turned out great, but it did make a mess.
These are the boys.
Done. Now the studio is clean. I've cleaned the bars too. They're ready to be used again. Let's set it up again. Now it has to look good. I did a quick test just to see if the LED was lighting up. The dividers are fitting perfectly, very firmly inside the display case. And look at that, it worked perfectly. Now I will install a permanent reactor. Conducting the first test with this reactor. Oops, that went wrong. I got a fright. It caught fire. I'll even put it in slow motion so you can see.
I'll have to use another ballast, but I tested it here, the bar is still working. I thought it might have all burned out, but no, it wasn't damaged. I have another ballast stored here. I usually keep them to reuse from LED bulbs that burn out. So I grabbed another one here to test.
Hey everyone, subscribe to the channel to see more cool videos.
I swapped it, put everything back in the box properly, and now the wire comes out nicely going to the outlet. Now, no more problems. I decided to use the reactor's own box to install an on-off switch. It will be much more practical this way. As you can see, it's really well lit, isn't it? Now I'm going to put the carts on the display to see how it looks with everything assembled. I really like this backlighting. It looks great, doesn't it? Subscribe to the channel. The channel is new and just starting out, but I'll be bringing you lots of creative, curious, and interesting videos. If you liked it, you know what to do. Likes and subscriptions guarantee even more craziness. And as always, my mind never stops. I just finished a project, and rummaging through a drawer, I found a colored LED strip, one of those with the remote control. It can be plugged directly into a USB port, and you can control the color and speed of the lights. So, time for a project update. I even thought about putting this part in another video, but you know what? I think it's better all together. What do you think? Comment below. And yes, it's working perfectly. I'll finish this update today, despite the time I won't be able to sleep anyway. It's already 2 in the morning. Let's continue. Hopefully this doesn't explode again. After disassembling everything, I measured the length of LED strip I would need. These strips have specific markings for cutting, so I cut them at the right point, showing you that it still works after the cut. Now, I need to open the hole where the LED bar wire went through, so I can pass the LED strip through it. It's much more flexible, so it doesn't need to be opened up much. In my opinion, I'm gonna put a new box in the same place as the old one. My position here isn't very helpful, but with patience, I can manage to tape it on. Okay, I made it through. Now all you have to do is remove the protective backing from the tape's adhesive and attach it firmly to the bottom of the display. Okay, now that's more like it. I'm gonna turn it on to test it and show you how it turned out. Pretty cool, right guys? Now, I'm hoping that the acrylics can reproduce this light well. I'm a little worried about the intensity. Maybe it won't reach the end of the acrylic, but this acrylic is special, made precisely for this. Let's test it then. I'm going to put the films back on and put everything back together. Remember, these films have a correct side, as I mentioned before. This little bar I put here, I removed it from a TV LED bar. I ripped out all the LEDs and left only the structure to block some of the glare and prevent the light from going directly forward. On TVs, this system is embedded in the panel, so we don't see it. But here, I'm improvising. Hey guys, it seems the light is a little weak. I'll take a look to see what might be happening. Perhaps one of the films isn't properly fitted. Let's see. You know what? I put 3 acrylic films here, but I'm gonna remove the last one. It was just to add volume. Let's see how it looks now. The other LED strip I had used, the LEDs were a little too far from the bottom, so I needed this extra film to add more brightness.
But look! I think it's finally working. You can see it on the camera. The green glow has already appeared. I decided to do this whole process with the LED on, precisely to observe the intensity of the glow in real time. I'm going to assemble it right away because I'm curious to see it working completely.
Oops, I forgot to turn on the light. I was setting it up in the dark, all that anxiety. In the camera with the light off, it looks even better, doesn't it? Up close, it's beautiful too. I loved it. I really liked this idea.
Now that's more like it. I think it even improved on camera. Look how cool. This color change gives the impression that the display case is moving. It looks like it's dancing. This effect is sensational. And for those who stayed until the end, folks, subscribe to the channel, leave a like, because that really helps us continue bringing you projects like this. Now we're all set. All the toy cars are in the display case. Let's turn it on to see the final result. Look at this! Even with the ambient light on, we can still see the colors clearly, especially the primary colors. It looks amazing! Guys, comment below what you thought of this project. I honestly thought it was really cool. Thanks a lot to everyone who stayed until the end. A big hug and see you in the next video. And don't forget, subscribe to the channel.